Good afternoon, everybody. Rick here, and we're down at the barn, and this afternoon I'm going to fix up some deer burger soup. We got a pound and a half of deer burger from last year's harvest, some potatoes, corn and beans that we canned over the summer, some celery, baby carrots, and for seasonings we got some salt and pepper to taste, Italian ranch brown gravy mix with a bouillon cube, a beef bouillon cube. So let me get the fire started, and then we'll start peeling some potatoes and get this soup on the stove. Okay, let's get this fire started. Put a little kindling in here. Let that get going for a while and heat up. And we'll get her good and hot and ready for the deer burger soup. Okay, we got our potatoes and celery cut up, bouillon cube in there. We'll let, I got water in there enough to cover the potatoes. Let them start cooking first. They'll take the longest to cook up. Don't want them too soft, but I don't want them hard either. So we'll let that get started, and while it's cooking, we'll go on and prep our burger. Okay, got the deer burger in a skillet. Put a little bit of salt and pepper on them, and I drizzled a little bit of olive oil on it. This deer burger is lean. There's no when I ground it up, I didn't put any beef fat or anything in like that in it. So I threw a little bit of a couple drizzles of olive oil there. Slap that in there. And we'll set this on the stove and let it start to brown up. Get it going. Put some salt in my potatoes to taste. And we'll check her back later here. Well, I almost forgot it, but you see here I got me an onion sliced up, about a medium onion or so. I'm not used to cooking with an onion, at least fresh onion. I'll use onion powder, but the wife, she's allergic to fresh onions. And since I know she's not going to be eating any of this deer burger soup, I decided I better put one in here, because that's going to kick up that flavor a whole lot. Deer burger's starting to brown up there pretty good. See, I threw in that onion and some carrots in with the potatoes and celery. It's starting to get a good steam on it. We haven't quite hit a boil yet. It's going to take a while. You want this thing to cook for a while. That bouillon cube is starting to dissolve up, put some color into the water, and then we'll check her out here. Starting to get a boil on our potatoes and carrots, onions, and celery. We'll let that cook for a while. I don't want to put my burger and vegetables in there yet because they're all cooked now, and I don't want that burger to toughen up too much. But we'll let this cook. I'll check them potatoes ever so often, and when it's ready, we'll throw everything together. I'll also be fixing me up some cornmeal here. Got some Jiffy mix, sweet cornmeal mix with some milk and an egg, ready to whisk it up, and we'll be frying us some cornbread on the wood stove as well. Well, while that's all cooking up there, we'll sit here and have us a soda, smoke a cigar. Today I'll be smoking the Quorum Nicaragua handmade cigar out of J.C. Reynolds Cigar Company. It's a mild cigar. Not real harsh, and one of my favorites. While it's cooking there, I'll be watching me a little bit of White Rook 85 on YouTube, and we'll get back when we start adding more vegetables and the burger to the mix. Potatoes are ready. I'm gonna mix in our seasoning, a little bit of ranch, some Italian, some brown gravy mix. Some of y'all might remember during one of my deer videos, we had a deer neck roast, and cooked it up. I'd actually forgot these seasonings here. We just used salt and pepper, and it turned out delicious, but this here really kicks it up a notch. I think you can find several recipes on YouTube, pre-packet roast and whatnot. Mix all that seasoning in there. Smelling good. That right there alone is good enough, but I like to kick mine up a little bit. I'm gonna put some corn in there. And some green beans. I didn't drain either one of those because I'm gonna add that extra juice in there. I think all you have to do is put a little bit of flour or cornstarch in there, and you change it from a soup to a stew. Back off your water a little bit. You got the consistency of a good stew anyway. And we'll let that cook a little bit. Heat up that beans and corn, then I'm gonna throw my burger in there. Start frying me up some cornbread. didn't do it today, but sometimes I'll put a little bit of sweet corn in my batter, cut up some fresh jalapenos, kick up that cornbread a little bit. Well, the cornbread's about ready. We added our deer burger. Smelling and looking good. You're probably wondering, Mom's not gonna have any with me. What am I gonna do with that big pot of deer burger soup? Well, I tell you, I've got I always make extra. I think I've told y'all that in a video before. And I've got 3 containers here ready for my extras. I use these butter tubs, a little bit of freezer tape. I put what's on there: deer burger soup, February 23. And then I'll put them in it, let it cool down. And then once it's ready, I put it over here in my freezer. This is my wild game freezer, and in here I've got soups and rabbits and fish and burgers, steaks, all wild game. I got fish fillets, everything I need. And although I do like to cook a lot up while I'm at the deer camp, I like cooking down there as well. When I cook a big pot of anything, I always save the extra, freeze it, and then when I get off the water from fishing or hunting or something like that and it's late at night, I live by that motto: heat it up, eat it up. So none of it goes to waste. I'll have me several meals there to where, like the day I go down camping and setting everything up and it's late, you're tired and you don't feel like cooking up a big meal, I can just fire up the stove and throw a pot on and heat up some deer burger soup, and I've got a meal that night. Well, there you go. Some deer burger soup cooked on the old wood stove with a yellow jacket, some butter for the cornbread. I think I'm ready to chow down here. So if you like this wild game meal, stay tuned for others down the road. We'll fix up that neck roast again, and some rabbit, squirrel, some fried trout, bluegill, some deer steaks, just a little bit of anything. Wild game. We'll have it in the future for you. If you like what you see, subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up, hit that bell button for the next notification so you don't miss it. Y'all take care now.